Welcome to Jikook Are Dating. I hope you're all doing well, Jikook fans. Today I bring you a video full of happiness, tenderness, and surprises because yes, our Jikook is back. And when I say back, I'm not talking about drama or rumors. No, I'm talking about the return of their warm, natural, and loving interactions. The interactions we've been longing for, the interactions that suddenly appear out of nowhere like little gifts for ARMY. Here, as I always say, it's all about patience. Waiting calmly because sooner or later, they will bring back the moments we love. And sure enough, this episode feels like a peaceful dream. Let's discuss the moments that melt our hearts. Episode 3 starts in the sweetest way possible. Jimin and Jungkook wake up in the morning, move calmly, get dressed, and have breakfast together. Nothing dramatic, nothing contrived, but that's exactly where the beauty lies. There's something so warm and comforting about that scene. Just two people completely relaxed in each other's presence. Then comes the cycling scene, and honestly, it feels like freedom. They cycle through beautiful nature, fresh air, green trees, and an endless blue sky. Jungkook laughs freely, while Jimin smiles softly every time the wind sweeps across his face. They look peaceful, cheerful, and free. No cameras, no concept, just two souls enjoying the world. You can see how much they enjoy their moments together. No acting, no pretending, just pure happiness. Eyes meeting, soft smiles that mean more than words. Jikook's bond is truly something beautiful to witness. There is a kind of quiet magic between them, a magic that needs no explanation, no need to exaggerate. You just feel it's there. Even the smallest things, standing side by side, a brief smile, a momentary eye contact, feel like small pieces of a bigger love story. Then comes the funniest part. Jungkook starts cursing because the English learning app he's using says goodbye before he's finished speaking. I'm not done yet. Why are you leaving? It's chaotic, random, and hilarious. 100% Jungkook. And what makes their relationship so touching is the way they pay attention to the little details. Little things like gentle glances, soft voices, the way they stand close without realizing it. All proof that love doesn't always have to be grand. Sometimes, love resides quietly in small, calm, and comfortable moments. Then came one of the funniest and most adorable scenes. Jungkook decided to prank Jimin by hiding in the director's room. Jimin enters with a confused look, walking from door to door, calling Jungkook's name in a small, anxious voice. Meanwhile, Jungkook hides, recording himself while trying to hold back his laughter. Moments like this can only happen between two people who are truly comfortable with each other. They don't try to be funny, they just are themselves. That's what makes the Jikook dynamic so rare and precious. Their relationship isn't just about physical closeness or being together on camera. It's about comfort, trust, and a bond that feels subtle, natural, and deeply sincere. Watching them together feels like witnessing love in its purest, calmest form. Calm, warm, and utterly beautiful. And oh my god, Jimin, he's not just cute. He's gentle, precious, warm, and impossible to resist. The way he speaks, the way he smiles, the way he looks at Jungkook, it's all like a magnet. Then there's the paragliding moment. After Jimin lands, Jungkook immediately asks softly, "Were you scared?" The way Jungkook's voice comforts his baby, oh, my heart. There was something in his tone, something so protective, gentle, and attentive. And don't forget the ramen scene. Jungkook, the true ramen lover, and Jimin, the cute ramen slurper. They ate together, and somehow that simple scene made my heart feel full. Maybe because their togetherness felt so homey. As if the world around them had disappeared. Then came the scene that made everyone scream. Jimin was lying casually on Jungkook's lap. Jungkook mischievously stole his glasses. Jimin chuckled and looked at him with trusting eyes. They looked like two people living in their own little world, a world that only had room for the two of them. And when Jungkook waved at a Swiss Army fan until she cried, oh my god, so gentle, so kind. I understand why that fan cried. If it were me, I might have fainted. Then there was the part where Jimin giggled uncontrollably after Jungkook told the story of his childhood, when he had a crush on a girl in America when he was 15. Jimin's reaction, priceless. as if he heard the funniest gossip in the world. Their laughter mixed together, creating such a warm atmosphere. And of course, the kitchen part, which was full of sweet chaos. Jimin wanted to cook for Jungkook. He tried hard, but the potatoes rebelled, flying, falling, popping everywhere. And he could only chuckle as he tried to finish his cooking. Jungkook came to the rescue, helping and accompanying him, as usual. The scene was so real, so human, and so full of love. After all the chaos, they finally sat down and enjoyed their meal together. And as always, Jungkook paid attention to Jimin, cutting meat for him, making sure he got the first piece. Small gestures, but full of meaning. Gestures that only someone who truly cares would make. Their love isn't always shown with words, but with small actions that reveal everything. And that's why every episode feels like a precious gift. Of course, I'll continue the article longer, more emotional, more vivid, still without chapters as you requested. We'll delve deeper into Jikook's moments until it feels like a story that truly immerses the reader. And just when we think that sweet moment has reached its peak, there's something even more heartwarming. As they enjoy the meal they prepared together, there's one small scene, just a few seconds, that makes thousands of ARMY hearts freeze. Jimin looks at Jungkook. His gaze isn't an ordinary one. It's the gaze of someone who deeply values the person in front of him. There's tenderness, there's comfort, there's something hard to describe but easy to feel. And Jungkook, whether consciously or not, immediately returns that gaze with a small smile that only appears when he's with Jimin. That smile. A smile he didn't give to others in the same way. Moments like this proved that their relationship didn't need grand statements. It didn't need announcements. It didn't need dramatic gestures. They spoke through a language only the two of them understood. The language of gazes, the language of small movements, the language of silence. After dinner, when the atmosphere had relaxed, Jimin began telling lighthearted stories about his childhood. Jungkook listened intently, as if the stories were his whole world. Every time Jimin laughed, Jungkook automatically smiled. Every time Jimin paused, Jungkook looked at him, making sure he was okay. There was an intimacy that couldn't be faked. There was a mutual understanding that only two people who had been through a lot together could have. As night fell, they sat by the window overlooking the vast landscape. Small lights twinkled in the distance, the night breeze blew in gently, and the atmosphere was so peaceful. Jimin rested his head on Jungkook's shoulder for a moment. Not for long, just a few seconds. But it was enough to make our hearts flutter. Jungkook didn't move, didn't flinch, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. As if his body was meant to be Jimin's resting place. A moment later, Jungkook gently smoothed Jimin's hair, which had been blown by the wind. It was a small gesture, but the way he did it, so carefully, so gently, as if touching something very precious. And this is what makes Jikook different. They didn't need big moments. They built their story from simple things. From the way Jimin laughed when Jungkook did something silly. From the way Jungkook always made sure Jimin was comfortable. From the way they sought each other out, even in a crowd. When the cameras weren't chasing them, when there were no spotlights, when the world wasn't watching, that's when they shone the brightest. Then there's the scene where they share earphones to listen to the same song. Jimin taps his little feet to the beat, while Jungkook taps his fingers on the table. They don't say much,